ESPN Get Up, Mike Greenberg. The question was, who is the most important player in the NFL this year? His answer was pretty interesting. Listen.
I think Mayfield's continued improvement is the difference between the Browns having an excellent chance to win the Super Bowl or not. I think he was good enough last year for them to look like a really good team. If he takes one more step forward and becomes a genuine top echelon NFL quarterback, I think they have as much talent, if not more, than anybody in the conference. That's sort of the way I meant this. Not sure if it was clear in the way I set it up. Jeff Saturday, what do you think of that?
I 100% agree with you. I mean, listen, if you think about the Cleveland Browns, their roster top to bottom is probably the best roster in the NFL right now. They have a very good defensive front seven. Their offensive line is one of the top 3 in the NFL. They have 2 great running backs. Here's the kicker. OBJ coming back after a year of being away is actually a blessing in disguise, because Alex Van Pelt, the OC, and Stefanski, the head coach who designed this offense, understand what he can do down the field and once he gets the ball in his hands. Listen, this team tied with the New England Patriots for passes over 25 yards. That was 25th in the league. When OBJ comes back to your roster and can play with health, this guy is electric with the ball in his hand. That addition, in my opinion, puts this team over, because Baker Mayfield now understands how to manage the offense, because he didn't have OBJ last year. So now he understands how to bring everybody together collectively. It is 100% up to Baker Mayfield how far this Cleveland Browns team go. Every other position's accounted for. Check the box. We're going to move on. Baker Mayfield has to prove he's the dude for the Browns to be the Super Bowl champs.
Jeff, it's pretty well stated.
Mm-hmm. I think Jeff Saturday was absolutely right. That Baker is, and he's not a wild card on this day, but take a look at everything else on the offense. Well, what would you want to do differently on the offense? I maybe get one more big-time wide receiver. I mean, how many big-time guys do you need on this offense? Because you have the 2 running backs, you've got a terrific offensive line. You know, I don't think you can improve on that offensive line very much, and it's going to be better. You know, his guys a little more cohesive since they've worked together longer, and you got to think Jedrick Wills is going to take a nice step in year number 2. Odell comes back, Jarvis is there, Donovan Peoples-Jones emerges. Everything is on Baker Mayfield, and as Mike Greenberg said, if he can move into that upper echelon of quarterbacks, man, this team could really be dynamite, and I hope it will be, but I do think that that's a very fair question, the if part of that. Can he move into that upper echelon of quarterbacks? And there aren't very many guys in that. Let's not kid ourselves on this, and I think this is really fair. There are only 3, 4, 5 guys who you think, yeah, these guys are better than everybody else. I don't think Baker's there right now, but I think he's pretty darn good, and I think he has the potential to be really, really good. And if he can reach that this year, well, then look out. Then you might have something really special.
Yeah, I would agree. The other thing that was really interesting was Jeff Saturday's stat that the Browns were tied with the Patriots for 25th as far as throwing the ball downfield. And that's, for the most part, with Cam Newton with an arm injury. And I think Baker Mayfield is pretty good at those 20-plus yard passes when he has a target.
Great arm.
Yeah.
Great arm strength. And I agree with you. But who's that target? It's got to be Odell, right? Maybe Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yep.
As things move forward. Maybe Hollywood Higgins. I don't know, but is the offense designed for that? Was it just a matter? If it was all that Odell wasn't there, then that's probably a problem. Maybe you need to change the offense a little bit, change the scheme, include a few more guys in the game plan if you're looking to get downfield a little bit. Because if you get downfield, what does that do? It opens up the running game, right? So that's what the Browns need to have is more of everything. And if you can stretch the field, boy, it opens up everything for the running game. It opens up Baker. It opens up the tight ends underneath. We'll see if they can do it. But I do think if it's just Odell that you're thinking about there, and you think, well, he's back, that takes care of that. Yeah, should we be so sure about that?
No,
I would think so, because he's great at that. But I don't know that one guy is, and it's not on him. I think it's on the entire offense to show that they can do that deep ball. Yeah. Odell will certainly help with that.
Yeah, and you know what? Anthony Schwartz's speed will as well.